What's up, everybody's Digital World Podcast. Now, it's been uh, about 2 weeks since I made my last video. It's been quite a busy last few weeks for me, but nevertheless, I think it's important that we get back on track. So, with that being said, here is the latest. I mean, I feel like so much has happened in the last 2 weeks, and now we're starting to see the unfolding of what could be and is probably the next pandemic. And so, but before I begin with that, it's imperative that I show you these clips that are coming from out of the World Economic Forum meeting in Davos, or from the Davos summit. And folks, remember when I said, and also the markets have been very, very volatile. Very volatile. I remember, and it's been a staple of this channel to talk about 2022 being a pivotal year. And now that you guys are seeing all these things take place, well, no one could have predicted what was going to happen this year. But you knew, if you kept track and were informed, you knew that 2022 was going to be a year that was very interesting. You knew that pestilence 19 era was sort of closing and that a new crisis would arise. And now we're hearing about rumors of the next pestilence. And that one will be more severe, folks. And I talked about preparation. So, anyways, it's a long winded intro, but needless to say, we're on a very, very slippery slope. And each day that passes by, preparation becomes more and more difficult because they're cutting resources to individuals. So, listen to this.
Let's also be clear. The future is not just happening. The future is built by us, by a powerful community as you here in this room. We have the means to improve the states of the world. But two conditions are necessary. The first one is that we act all as stakeholders of larger communities, that we serve not our only self-interests, but we serve the community. That's what we call stakeholder responsibility. And second, that we collaborate. And this is the reason why you find many opportunities here during the meeting to engage into very action and impact-oriented initiatives to make progress related to specific issues on the global agenda.
So he's saying that they, the powerful community at this summit, are the ones who are going to lead the change. Folks, if you can't read between the lines, right? It doesn't get any more obvious, right? Of what they're trying to do. What they're trying to do. And the people, I'm hard pressed to believe that people who don't want to see it right now, the majority of them, by the time they realize it, it's just going to be too late. It's going to be too late. And they might have accepted something that compromises their liberties, their freedoms, their autonomy. And with the WHO treaty that's going on. It's an interesting time to be alive. Now, here is another individual, the Alibaba Group president. Listen to what he has to say.
We're developing, through technology, an ability for consumers to measure their own carbon footprint. What does that mean? That's where are they traveling? How are they traveling? What are they eating? What are they consuming on the platform? So, individual carbon footprint tracker. Stay tuned. We don't have it operational yet, but this is something that we're working on. We're developing.
So, in other words, you will be tracked at all times and you will be restricted. Some people would open this with open arms and say, we need it. It's for climate change. We gotta help the world. Little do they know what they're signing up for. Can they just see further beyond the road? This leads to serfdom, where it leads to basically imprisonment of your liberties. Folks, oh man. Now here is it's the Norwegian finance CEO talking about the pain that needs to be felt, but it's worth it. And just like this handle says, these people are economically illiterate and don't understand how the real world functions. Take a listen.
We need to accept that there will be some pain in the process. The pace that we need will open up for missteps. It will open up for shortages on energy. It will create inflationary pressures, and maybe we need to start talking about that pain is actually worth it, because if we don't, there's no business case, there's no economy, there's no welfare. But so far, I think we have been a little bit careful actually talking about the pain in the short term that is likely to come from this very important change.
And this very important change is to have you own nothing and, quote, be happy. Own nothing and be happy, folks. They're trying to strip everything from you. And this is not going to stop. This right here, this next, you can call it pandemic 2.0, until everyone has relinquished, or the majority, because there's always going to be a small minority that won't go along. But when everyone is on board and sacrifices their freedoms for a little bit of safety, they'll end up with neither freedoms nor safety. So folks, beware. Thank you for watching. Share this video, share this information. Whoever it is you can reach, because we've been in critical times. But as each day passes by, it's becoming more obvious and more clear and more evident where this is headed. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel. This is the Digital World Podcast, and I'll see you in the next episode.